Most scripture commentators say that it was all he had. Bartimaeus, the blind son of Timaeus, sitting by the roadside begging. And when Jesus called him, Mark says he threw off his cloak and went to Jesus. Most commentators would say it's all he had, his cloak. He was a beggar. He had nothing, lived on the street. It was his only means of warmth, his only kind of shelter. And when Jesus called, he threw off his cloak and went to Jesus. Now, would Jesus require the very last thing that he had, all that he had? Would Jesus require that? Our going to Jesus always requires something of us. He always asks something of us. It always requires leaving something behind. Every time I go to Jesus, it's the best place I can be. In the heart of Jesus is where every bit of healing and wholeness that my heart seeks finds. And yet to dwell in the heart of Jesus means I got to leave some of my other stuff behind. Some of my attitudes, some of my expectations, some of my time. I talk to more people who talk about their spiritual lives, and the one thing they cry about is they just don't have enough time. And isn't that every single one of us? Aren't we so crazy dang busy? And when we talk about trying to find time in our life for prayer, for scripture reflection, time in our life just to enjoy the reality of hearing the voice of Jesus call us to come to him. And if we sit long enough and if we quiet ourselves long enough, he'll call us to come to him. But it's creating the time to do that. Every time we come into the heart of Jesus, it will require something of us. Our perspective, our expectations, our attitudes, our time, sometimes our money. It always requires something. And what we get in return is everything.